Hey, Bryce.
We got Bryce Blaum. Right?
Hey, guys.
Hey, doing a little thing on Mikey because I know Tennessee is a team that likes to run a lot. How have I know you're not taking a lot of throws down from him anymore over at third, but what's his arm like? What's he like taking throws down and being able to control the run game of the other teams with his arm from behind the plate?
You know, Mikey has a sneaky arm. We always kind of mess with him because we're like, oh man, this guy in the SEC has a better arm than you, and we just get him fired up. But Mikey's a great catcher. He works his tail off back there. I mean, that guy's probably one of the most elite blockers I've ever seen. He keeps the ball. He's right when it's on the ground. He keeps it in front of him. It doesn't really kick away, which doesn't allow the runners to get dirt balls. And then what makes him so good is his feet behind home plate when he's delivering the ball is very impressive, and his transfer with the ball in the glove is top notch. And then you add his arm strength, and it just all comes together.
Yeah, he was. I talked to him earlier today. He said he was a little slower on his pop time than probably most had. But footwork can do that, and it still seems like he has as strong arm as anybody.
Absolutely, yeah. And thankfully, our pitchers, Coach Childress preaches to be a certain time to the plate to give Mikey an opportunity. And most of the time when Mikey does get that opportunity, he's gonna throw the runner out, and we're thankful for him. He saved us a lot of runners getting in scoring position. And especially when there's a runner on third, you have confidence to throw that breaking ball in the dirt with 2 strikes because you know he's going to work his tail off and keep it in front and not have a pass ball. And that's huge, I think, for the pitcher's confidence because they know they can make a great pitch and the batter can chase it, and Mikey's going to keep it in front and not give up a run. So he's a great leader, and he's a great person to have behind the plate for us.
Yeah. What you kind of mentioned it there. What's he like in the locker room? What's he like off the field? Because I know he seems like a pretty laid back guy when he talks to us.
As Mikey says, he likes to be a good ag. I mean, that's the easiest way to put it in a nutshell. He'll come out to the field. All right, let's have some good bull today, and he's as red A-word as it gets, and he really takes on the core values of A&M and preaches it to the team. And he's a great guy on and off the field. One of the best human beings I've ever met.
And then finally, mustache battle. Who has the best lip worm?
Ooh, definitely not him. He wants to think it's him, but it's definitely not him. I don't know. Logan Brick can grow a good one when he wants to. It's impressive. He's got classic good looks.
Thanks, man.
Bryce, with the Tennessee coming in here, pretty offensive team. How crucial is it for you guys to play crisp defensively this weekend?
It's always crucial to play crisp defense. I mean, you give these good teams that have hitters 1 through 9 in their whole lineup extra opportunities. They're going to make you pay for it at some point. So just dominating the routine, throwing the ball over the plate, and making the plays when they come to us is going to be huge. And then it helps us grab momentum. When we don't give them, we smother them with playing great defense, and then we get on the offensive side and we can jump out to a lead. So we keep the momentum in our dugout, and it's going to be good to play at home again in an SEC series for sure. Arkansas is a very tough place to play, and we played good baseball the last 2 games, and we're just going to keep building on that.
And then offensively, have you gotten a chance to scout see what their pitchers offer, and how do you guys plan to attack them?
I haven't yet. Normally we go over that today during practice, and then our coaches will send videos for us to watch. But from what I've heard, they have a lot of guys that throw hard, which plays to our advantage. We have good fastball hitters. So I think we're going to be in a good spot. But like I said, I haven't got to watch any video on them yet.
Thank you, Bryce.
Absolutely.
Bryce, is there anything that you guys can take from the series with Arkansas last week and maybe use this weekend as you get set for another top 5 opponent?
Absolutely. I mean, Arkansas was #1 in the country, and we showed that when we play our brand of baseball, we can hang with them and win. I think that was a huge confidence booster for us because obviously we've been going through kind of a rough patch, and especially conference play, and knowing that we can compete with the best of the best, because in our minds, we think we have the talent to be the best of the best, and actually putting it on display. And I mean, winning in a game 11-10 is a tough feat. That's scoring a lot of runs. That's doing a lot of things right. I mean, their lineup was one of the most stacked lineups I've ever seen in the game of college baseball. There was no cheap outs. I'm pretty sure their 9-hole hit a 3-run homer. And I mean, that happens every once in a while, but they just stacked together so many good at bats. And then on our side of things to stack at bats just like they did on Sunday was huge.
What do you feel like you guys will have to do well this weekend to be able to have success, as you mentioned, and being at home?
I think it's dominating the routine. Coach alludes to it all the time. Throw the ball over the plate, take care of the ball, and finding a way just to get the offense going. They have good starting pitching, so finding a way to work counts, work innings, work the pitch count up so we can get into their bullpen early on a Friday night so we see those same bullpen pieces from Friday on Sunday again.
Thank you.
One more quick one, just going back. Have you seen the consistency of Mikey's throws down for steals take a step up this year? It seems like he's always been good, but it seems like this year it's been exceptionally good.
Absolutely. One thing Mikey always started doing as of kind of like this past off season is whenever you play catch with him, he asks how the spin is on his ball. Because sometimes he'll accidentally, like anybody does, he'll cut a ball or throw a two seam. So he'll throw one. He's like, hey, is that good four seam spin? And he's very methodical on how he goes about his business. And he finds where his arm slot needs to be for the certain spin. And then that guy's a grinder. All the successes he had, he's 100% deserved it. And couldn't happen for a better guy. And him throwing runners out, he's one of the best catchers in the SEC, if not the best catcher.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, Bryce, I have one for you. Do you guys start to feel a sense of urgency now that you got in the final third of the SEC season and only got a couple series left to start making a little bit of a run?
Absolutely, there's a sense of urgency. I think we still control our own destiny, which is the beauty of baseball, because anybody can win on any given day. And we played half of the SEC series and we went 4-11. Obviously, that's not where we pictured ourselves being, but we are where we are and we can't go back and change that. We just can look forward and dominate the second half of the SEC, because you win 14 games in this league, you're going to make a regional. So we just need to go on a little run, and we have full confidence that we have the pieces to do it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Bryce.
Absolutely.
Bryce, you have batted all over the lineup. How do you prepare for that? One game being a leadoff hitter, another game being in the 7-hole?
Just the talent we have in this locker room, I don't really look into it too much. Just wherever they put me, whether it's getting a bunt down in the 7-hole or starting the game, getting on base as a leadoff, seeing pitches so everybody else can see it. It's just buying in to where they put me. It's not a big deal in the lineup. You're in the lineup. You want to win. You want to be a team guy. And so just any spot that you can contribute to the offense and be a big part of what's going on as far as the run production, any part of the lineup.
Rob likes to talk about moving the line. With you, Mikey, and Kalai, 7, 8, 9, you can really turn over the lineup and get it right back to the top of the order, can't you?
Absolutely, and I think that's a huge reason why we have those three guys back to back in the bottom of the lineup, is because obviously our best hitter, and probably in my opinion the best hitter in the country, is Will Frizzell. So when a 7, 8, or 9 can turn the lineup over in an inning, it gives Frizz an extra at bat in the game that if we went 1, 2, 3 inning that he might not get. But thankfully we have the depth and we have the experience, and Kalai Harrison's been incredible as a freshman. For him to step in and do what he's doing, proud of him, and he's worked his tail off to get here. But like you alluded to, it's just being able to turn that lineup over is a big deal.
What's he like to play with at shortstop when you're playing second base, or what's it like having him to your left when you're playing third?
It's impressive what that kid is doing as a freshman, coming in, playing as shortstop at the SEC level at an elite program. It's when a ball's hit for example, if I'm playing third and the ball's hit on the left side of the infield, I know if I'm not going to get to it, that he has a dang good shot. And his baseball IQ is very high for his age, and he knows exactly what to do. And he always asks questions. It's been very cool to see how much he's learned from a guy like Ty Coleman playing second base, or myself playing third, because if he doesn't know in a situation, he asks Ty or myself, and he's wanting to learn, and he's doing a great job of picking up the pace and getting on speed with all the older people.
Bryson, I noticed this weekend he had no problem talking to the pitchers. He got the last word there on the mound. Is that part of his development as well?
100%. You can see he's getting comfortable. At the beginning of the year, it was the older guys would go to the mound, calm down the pitcher. But Kalai's been around. We don't even consider him a freshman anymore. We joke with him in the dugout. We're like, hey, man, you can't do that. You've already played 2/3 of a season. You're not a freshman anymore. You got to do this. And he'll laugh, and we just joke about it. But his maturity has grown substantially, and he's he's going to be a dang good player. He already is a dang good player, but his ceiling is very high.
Bryce, thank you.
Absolutely.
All righty, thanks and gig them.
Thank y'all.